Merry Bowl season, everyone. I'm Brett Gibbons with thelines.com, and today we're breaking down the SDCCU Holiday Bowl between Oregon and North Carolina. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Lines YouTube channel as we're here breaking down all 41 bowl games and the national championship game this postseason. But the Holiday Bowl, Oregon, a 14, maybe even 14 and a half in some spots, point favorite over North Carolina. This one kicks on Wednesday, December 28th. 8 p.m. Eastern. It's on Fox. So keep that in mind. This one will not appear on ESPN. It's the only bowl game shown on Fox and one of the few not shown directly on ESPN. We're also dealing with a 75-point over-under. We'll get into that. There's a pretty good reason why it's at 75 points. They're also playing in Petco Park. Now, the Holiday Bowl was supposed to be played in Petco Park each of the last 2 seasons. However, it was not played either of the last 2 seasons due to COVID. So this is the first time we're seeing it played in San Diego, San Diego's Petco Park. I'm really excited to see how that kind of lays out. I kind of like the bowl games in baseball stadiums here. So Oregon, they have just been consistently the biggest favorite all bowl season. If you look at the bowl confidence pools and you're sorting by implied win probability, Oregon's been sitting near at the top basically all bowl season long, and this is a number that has just continued to grow. Drake May will play. I know there was some speculation that maybe he was going to transfer out, but he shot those down. He will play in this game. But the line didn't move back, so it really wasn't Drake May rumor induced. So keep that in mind there. But Oregon is going to be down some pieces here. They're without offensive coordinator Kenny Dillingham, who took the head coaching job at Arizona State. They're also without their top 2 defenders in Noah Sewell, the All-American linebacker, and Christian Gonzalez, an All-American caliber corner. They're both off to the NFL. They will not play in this game. They're also without Justin Flo, who was injured last season, came back this year, had a little bit of a down year. He is a 5-star linebacker. He hit the portal, so he won't play in this game either. North Carolina, they're down their fair share of players here. Josh Downs, prolific wide receiver. He's out for the NFL. He won't play. They're down both starting corners, which is seriously concerning to me, especially against this Oregon offense that we'll get into. And starting defensive lineman Keyshawn Silver will not play. Offensive coordinator Phil Longo, he's out for Wisconsin. I'm really excited to see Wisconsin under the Phil Longo system, especially with what we got here in UNC. The Tar Heels, they also lost each of their last 3 games, but before then, even looking, they only beat Wake by 2 points, Virginia by 3. I don't like where they're at. I don't like how they finished their season, especially Drake May. Defensively, though, we know North Carolina is just awful. 117th in defensive success rate, 129th in EPA per pass allowed. Yikes. And now they're down both of those corners. So if those 2 corners, Storm Duck, which I love the name there, Tony Grimes, if they're down those guys and they were already 129th in EPA per pass, what can we expect from this defensive unit, this secondary in this game? It could be very ugly. Oregon is the number 1 offense in success rate this year. Bo Nix will play. TBD on whether he is back next year. He did announce that he was back next year, and he will play in this game. So you're getting the Ducks offense at basically full strength here. They're also second in the country in early down EPA. That goes against North Carolina's defense, which is 125th in defense success rate on early down. So keep in mind, Oregon's going to be staying ahead of the chains here, and that's really important. It's very difficult to stop a team that doesn't get into 3rd and 4th downs very often, and Oregon just you haven't had to worry about that with Oregon basically all year. If you're looking at the other side, Drake May, excellent season. Not as excellent down the stretch, right? Oregon is 125th in pass EPA allowed. That is a objectively bad pass defense, so you think that he should be able to take advantage of this. But I don't really like what I saw from him down the stretch. He had a sub 59% completion rate in his last 3 games. He threw 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. I didn't like his decision making. This wasn't even a matter of, he played Clemson. He played NC State's defense. Georgia Tech actually fielded a pretty good defense this year, disruptive at least. But his decision making was off. A lot of these interceptions fell squarely on Drake May's shoulders. And that's something you do see with freshmen. I know it's kind of strange to see it late in the season versus early in the season, but he was making very freshman mistakes. And that's due in part to his offensive line. They stink, man. They played awful down that 3-game stretch. If you look at it, they were giving up sacks with just 3- and 4-man rushes multiple times, putting pressure on Drake May. Now, I know Oregon doesn't field a great pass rusher, 129th in the country in sack rate, or the 3rd lowest sack rate produced in the country, which is uncharacteristic for Oregon here in the past few years, but they are going up against this North Carolina defense or offensive line that has not really played all that well. Defenses started to figure out that you can drop 7, drop 8, rush 3, rush 4, and all of a sudden Drake May has nowhere to go with the football. And North Carolina leaned into the run game because they saw these shells coming at them where like Drake May didn't really know what to do because there's 8 defenders dropping back into coverage, and all of a sudden he can't get it to his receivers. And now he's down his top receiver, his go-to receiver in Josh Downs. I don't think I really like North Carolina's offense in this game, despite the falters that Oregon's defense has and the guys that they're missing. I'm not really all that confident in North Carolina to move the football as well as they did in the first half of the season. Now coming back to the point total, 75 points. It's an ugly pick. You may have to close your eyes. I don't know. You're probably going to have to sweat it out a bit. I'm taking under 75. I don't like where North Carolina's offense has been lately. Oregon is extremely efficient at running the football, and they'll be able to rip off long plays against North Carolina's defense, especially with their secondary as depleted as it is. But they're number 1 in offensive rushing success rate. So I think that they're going to lean into the run game a little bit more. I'm not sure if this is going to hit 75 points. Again, ugly pick. Close your eyes. I'm plugging my nose. Taking under 75 here. Hop on over to our Discord channel where you can connect with over 4,000 sports betting fans we're up to now. You can get live updates on our college football server, transfers, opt-outs, injuries, coaching news, anything you need to know in bowl season and beyond. We're starting to look into next season now that we're getting deep into bowl season here. And if you hop on over to the hashtag Rolls server, drop an emoji under my name, you'll start to get notifications to your phone every time I place a bet, because when I place a bet, I'm putting it in Discord. I'll also tag some people in these videos or maybe some really important news that I think everyone should see with games that are being highly bet. So join our Discord. It's very informative, awesome community over there. It's very active, especially this time of year. And also don't forget to subscribe to Line's YouTube channel for daily bowl videos and comment what side you lean in this game. It's hard to look at minus 14 and say, well, I'm taking North Carolina outright, but I suppose crazier things have happened in bowl season. So let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter at Road to CFB. But thank you so much, as always, for watching. I'm Brett Gibbons, and have a very merry bowl season.